You joined this mastermind to get results. And one of the single most important things to getting results is accountability. And I want to share with you our new and advanced and updated accountability sheet to help you get the very results that we speak about. Now, a couple of reminders. What is our focus? Globally diversified passive income and portfolio growth. How do we do that? This is the formula. We diversify across countries, currencies, assets, partners, and time. But what do we actually do to achieve any significant goal? You have to have a long-term goal. Then you have to have sub-goals, which is midterm planning, monthly check-ins, and then you have to have daily activities. So what have we done within the mastermind to set you up for success? Now, you know there's already the 9 steps. And so in the setup phase, the very first thing that we do is establish the vision. And then as part of the results phase, step 7 is the accountability, the mindset, and the execution. So let's just remind you back to step 1, the setup and establishing your vision. This is all about your long-term goal. And as you know, we sit down, you and I sit down one-to-one, and we get very clear on what are your top 3 outcomes. Again, the most important thing to achieving an objective, an outcome, or a result is getting very clear on what that outcome is. We sit down and we get clear on what is your top 3 outcomes, what are your top 3 measures, and what are your top 3 priorities, and we write them down. And what we've done to make life really easy for you is that we've literally put each person, and we've literally gone and put your top 3 outcomes. Here's my name, you can see mastermind member, and here's my top 3 outcomes. Outcome 1, outcome 2, outcome 3. You can see my top 3 priorities, and you can see my top 3 measures. Now mine's a bit more detailed. Doesn't matter. For most people, they literally sit there with their outcome, their measure, and their priority. Then we go to the next step. And sorry, as you know, I've all shared with you your things, in terms of your goals, etc. You should all have them. And if you haven't populated the sheet, then please populate the sheet. Because what we've done is we've populated with anyone that has populated the sheet. Remember, our job is to support and enable you. It's not to do your work. I helped you go through the process and get clear on your top 3 goals, your top 3 outcomes, your top 3 priorities, and top 3 measures. It's your job to write them down. They're your outcomes, they're your priorities, and they're your measures. Now, once you've got those, the next part that's important is to be held accountable, which is step 7, the accountability, the mindset, and the execution. So this is that, if you take back the psychology of success, and this is human psychology, is that we all want results, but what's below the iceberg is the emotions, the values, the thinking, the assumption, the bias, the judgments, etc. And again, there's 2 states. You've got the away state, the withdrawn, the fearful, the inability to make good choices, the demotivated. And then you've got the toward state, the happy, the ability to think clearly, creative, see new opportunities. This is how you get results. And there's 2 ways to do it. One is to be part of a like-minded community. You've already done that. You're part of the mastermind group. And the second is to always focus and be clear on what your outcome is. So every month, my strong recommendation is that you just check in with what are your top 3 outcomes, what are your top 3 priorities, and what are your top 3 measures. And then you sit down and you review, what did I say my goal was for last month? What was my activity, my goal, my action for last month? And did I do it? Yes or no? And then what am I planning for next month to achieve the total outcome, priority, or goal? So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. And again, we built this to make this really easy for you. So if you go to me, you can see here, I would sit down, I would review my outcome, my priority, and my measure. Every single time, every month I would do that. Then I would look at my top 3 items. So you can see here, my action item that I had here. Now, just by the way, there's a table over here. Green is if it's done, orange if it's in progress, and red if it's not done. I like visual. I like to make it very, very clear for myself. So this goal, I review it. It's my over the last month. And I've started working on it, but I haven't done it. It's not finished. It's in orange. It could possibly be in red because it's frustrating me a lot. These 2 I have done. They're both in green. And then I've got my 3 actions for next month in terms of that process. So this is my sub goals in terms of where we're sitting here. My sub goals, my midterm planning. Every month I should be checking in. I should be looking at my actions. Did I do them? Yes or no? They're black or white. And I plan based on my top 3 outcomes, my top 3 priorities, my top 3 measures. What are my goals for next month? And then the final part is, oh, sorry, and that's obviously the accountability tracker, which I've just shown you in terms of how you actually do that. And I've shared with you what you can do. And just for the record, what we all are doing so that you understand, and it is here, it's visible for everyone, we have an accountability tracker. We are tracking who's filling in the sheets, who's attending the accountability sessions, and who's attending the knowledge sessions. Because as you know, we have made an agreement with you that we will work with you until you get a result. However, there's one part to that, or one mutual agreement, and that's that you're doing your part. You're turning up, you're doing your actions, you're turning up to accountability, you're turning up to the knowledge sessions, because to help you get results, it's a team effort. And so it's a two-party agreement. Like, we'll work with you to get the results, but you have to be putting in your part to get the results as well. And then the only other thing that's important is that for those that are part of the 12K club, they get to do one-on-one coaching with me, and this is where it's more sophisticated. Obviously, at the 6K club, it is group coaching, but at the one-on-one, the 12K, it's where I use this template, and there you can see we've got the outcome. We literally go through the measures, and we literally break it down, like every month, like what are you doing, what's your focus, what's your goal, and we literally go through it every month. We review it, so we go through each outcome. We go through your measures, and every month we get clear on your focus, we get clear on your priorities. That's the advantage of one-on-one coaching, which is called transformational coaching in terms of that process. So yeah, if you're interested in that, that's always an opportunity for the right people in terms of where we're at. Okay, so then finally, what's the last part? Well, at the end of the day, we've got our sub goals and our mid goals, our milestones, etc. But then we've actually got our tasks and activities daily that we need to do. And you can do whatever you like, but just two tools that I give you to really help you. One is the 60-day challenge. You can literally go and get it if you don't have access to it. It's in the tools and resources, but it's a mindset thing where it literally every day you do this. It takes about 18 minutes. It's a breathing exercise, which is fantastic for your health. Then it's an energy exercise, which is just bringing you to peace and grounding. Then it's a gratitude exercise. You can't be angry or frustrated with the world if you're grateful. And then you actually go through your top 3 outcomes and your top 3 measures, which is such an incredible way to get yourself present every single day and focus on what is important to you. And then there's a bit of a celebration every single day. So use it, don't use it, but an incredible tool to help you stay focused, keep your top 3 outcomes top of mind, and to get results. And then finally, one of the greatest challenges that most people have is time management, setting yourself up for success. And most of you I've shared my weekly plan with. There's a course on time management if you need to do it. But specifically, it's really important that you set yourself up for success so that you can actually go out there and get the results. So that's all from me. I hope that helps, and I look forward to seeing you in the sessions. Most importantly, we're here to get results. Please use the tools, use me and the team to help you get those results, because that's why you joined, and we're not going to stop, carrot or stick, until we help you get the results, as long as you're putting in the equal effort from your side to help us help you get those results. Cheers.